Hey there, how you doing? It is Chris at Fit School, and also Chris Lang Fit Dad, Chris Lang Fit Dad Instagram tag. I've always got to add that in. I always forget it's there. I am talking today about a topic that I'm massively passionate about, and this topic is kids sport and fitness and competition. Now, as my kids are at school, I am seeing them having a very different and in some ways really positive difference in their school life compared to what it was when I was at school. And the positives are they're trying to raise kids and build self-esteem, make them more resilient. And I like how our head teacher said this when we had our school tour for when I went to school, was that they said we're trying to make kids resilient and adaptable enough for job roles that have not been created in the future, because the way and the fast-paced nature of the industry and the workplace is, we've got no idea what the workplace will be like. So they're trying to make kids robust and resilient enough to chop and change around, which is great because there's no job for life, and that is fantastic. But what I've noticed at schools which my friends' kids go to, and some elements of my son's school, is they've reduced the amount of competition between kids, but only in sport. And in my opinion, it's a misdiagnosis of the problem, and here is why. So the problem that they are seeing, or they've seen over the years, is that kids get overly, we'll use the word competitive, they'll get overly competitive, and it will create a clique which excludes everybody else from getting involved in that sport or exercise. And then it just spoils the game for everybody else. And all that happens is the people who are in the clique, they end up, doing what they do, and it doesn't create an environment for everyone to flourish and to improve. Now, I do like this. I like the intent behind it, but I do feel it's an incorrect diagnosis of the problem, and here is why. I've played competitive sport for years, and anyone who has knows what I'm about to say. This is all common sense. Competition is not about win at all cost. That's not what competition is about. A competition is simply a game. The game doesn't necessarily have to be about who scores the most amount of goals or points or tries or whatever it is. It's just a game. And when you are creating a game, let's say for example you've got two children, child A will say to child B, we're going to create a game. Okay, what's the game? We're going to throw something against a tree. Oh right, what we're going to use? We're going to use a stick. Okay, what if you miss? If you miss, you've got to then change, and then I'll go, so we exchange goals. Oh, so you keep going until you miss, yeah, with a stick, yeah, and then if you miss, then the other person goes, yeah. Oh, that's a cool game. Right, and you keep going, and when the kids hit the tree with a stick, they feel a sense of achievement. Nice one, I've hit the stick, I get to go again, that's my reward. And then I get to go again, and when they miss, they think, damn it, I've missed, and then the other child gets to go. Now that has nothing to do with the score. Kids aren't keeping score. That's a game. That's a competition. Now, if you bring into it, right, we're going to see who can get the most number of times they're going to hit the stick with the tree, and we're going to keep a track, and at the end of it, there'll be a winner and a loser. Now, that does crank things up a little bit. It does, I admit that. But it doesn't mean that one child is going to go and get a sledgehammer and start knocking the tree down because they want to win or they hate losing. That is, they have moved outside of the boundaries of the rules and they are playing a different game altogether. And this doesn't mean it's in sport, it could be anything. And that means it could be someone who cheats, someone who tries to win at all costs. In the work environment, they break the rules, they do things that are illegal. This is not just about sport, and I feel that that's an incorrect diagnosis of the problem of bad behaviour, of people who are winning at all costs and cheating, people who maybe are poorly socialised and don't know how to play within set boundaries and rules. But more importantly, what people don't get is that a lot of those people will not be invited to play that game again, because everyone knows those kids who cheat. They aren't liked. It's self-regulatory. We don't like those people. Sometimes you do get a one or two who are in a team, and they do push those boundaries. But most of the bad losers, cheaters, they bring down the tone of the game. No one likes those people in their games. And I feel by taking competition away from kids, we're losing out on a whole list of self-development skills that kids need to understand. Because think about it, a sport is just, in my opinion, social play. You learn in social interactions through playing, interacting with other kids. And things that you lose could be being better than you were yesterday, which is again growth mindset, right? Bettering your best. It could be about working with your team, bringing people up, being the best captain and leader you can be, showing humility, stepping down, allowing someone else to come to the front. Humility when the other team has played better than you, having to shake their hand, say well done. The amount of kids that I see today that can't do that is phenomenal. We've just lost that. That other boy or girl has done better than you. Go and wish her, or go and wish him or her well done. How do that? Go and shake their hand. Well done. Okay. It is bizarre that we're losing all these positive elements of sport and exercise and competition just because we feel that the minority of people in cases are spoiling the result for the experience for other kids. Now I will caveat this that there is a culture within some sports, and unfortunately it's football, which can lean itself more to it being too competitive or have elements or negative elements of competitiveness, which spoils the experience for other kids. But in general, competition is brilliant. Bring it back. Don't let your child get older without experiencing some competition, because trust me, there are so many ways to be competitive, either with yourself, of a team, or against somebody else, and the life learning from that is so beneficial. So you're only missing out if you're buying into this thing about that some kids are, oh, he or she's just overly competitive. No, they're not. They're just badly behaved. They don't know how to play and they cheat. Let's stop it. Let's bring it back. That's my rant over today. Have a nice weekend. Speak to you later. Take care. Bye.